Legacy and to the map chamber in my pursuit to get the Platinum Trophy, which will be my first ever Platinum Trophy since the station. Just while I quickly set up the title, I just want to apologise for not being on sooner. We have had some family issues happening in the last couple of days, which are still happening, and it could mean that I have to cut the stream short for today, but at the moment I just need some distraction from what's going on, so I've decided I'm going to go ahead and do this playthrough. As I say, I will of course make sure that I finish the stream off and come back to it hopefully tomorrow, when I'll have some more time during. So yes, I hope that you'll join me to at least the point in where we'll be starting off. So but other than that, I sincerely hope that you are all doing. I will be just with you. Okay, so let's get to it, shall we? Right, as there'll be a lot of talking for the next few minutes, I won't say too much, so hopefully that will give you a chance to catch up.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Right, I had intended to actually get this to the point where we got to the sorting part and go from there, but I just thought, well, we've started all the other houses towards my journey to the Platinum Trophy from this point, so I might as well just do the same with the Hufflepuff one, because I don't want people thinking I'm showing favouritism to the different houses. It would be wrong of me to do that, so...
Glad I caught you before you left the Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly, to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We did.
Hang on! Yeah! Yeah! The key! Give me your hand! Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
How far did that port key take us?
farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Okay, well, just to answer your question quickly, as we're walking along, the phrase, I don't know if it was actually a phrase as such, but children should be seen and not heard. It was something that was said quite a lot during the Victorian times.
Where do you suppose your wife
in
got the portkey
Britain,
sir?
and it was even a phrase that I even heard myself as a child.
Evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
It's not exactly said very much now. It seems to have gone out in the last 30 or so years. So, but that was the view that they had back in the Victorian times, especially, that you should be seen and not heard.
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
But I can't exactly tell you what its origins are, though. It might be something that I'll have to look up for you.
And is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
Sorry, just bear with me. I'm just looking to see if I can get an answer to your question. Well, actually, I should probably correct it. It says here that this proverb has its origins in the religious culture of the 15th century, where children, particularly young women, were meant to stay silent unless spoken to or asked to speak. So I kind of find it does seem very...
Why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Oh, so I'm not watching what I'm doing.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent!
Right, so it's not, so as I say, it's a proverb that was used from the medieval times, which obviously, as I said, stemmed to particularly young women to start with, but eventually evolved into including all children. It was first published by a clergyman in 1450. So considering it, so it's taken that many centuries just for it to, just as a phrase, to disappear. Wow. So quite a good question to ask there.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Because I've just clearly learnt something new.
Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Myself, because I often thought it was something to just solely with the Victorian times. And as it doesn't actually state at what exactly century it stemmed from that.
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself! Reparo! Almost there!
Very cathartic doing this, to be honest. To use what's it from Professor Hecat?
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Sorry, I'll be with you in just a sec. Right, sorry, but right. Okay, well, you should have got a good read of that bit at least.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Some quite good statues. I have to say the statues here are quite good.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this?
Suppose when we actually get to the map chamber, we should tell Professor Rackham we've destroyed all his pots that were left there.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Okay.
What in Merlin's name?
Somebody was actually quite impressed with this
Where are we?
lookalike.
Believe it.
This actual, what's it? Look, they did say that it was actually much closer to what I look like than the one I did originally. But then I didn't really want, you know, it's meant to be a different character name, so I didn't really want it to look like me. It was meant to look like somebody else within my family.
Hello?
But it eventually became something of a mixture. Oh, always makes me laugh this little bit.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh.
I actually figured out the other day why you couldn't hear, when I was doing the end of the Slytherin one, why you couldn't hear so much. It's because my TV sound was turned down.
To Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Hmm? Your wife's portkey. Oh, yes, of course.
He should really have figured that out for himself, really, when you think about it.
Stay close.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
I like the way the actual cart comes at the command of the whistle.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
You'll want to take a breath. A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number?
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
So the only thing that's different in this to the one I did for Slytherin is that I've not got any freckles on this, because I didn't have freckles when I was 15. At least,
Professor,
I don't think I did anyway.
The armband that guard was wearing was glowing. Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
Right, so just quickly, I just want to mention the fact that
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
so yeah, I just wanted to quickly mention that it was discovered why there was no Quidditch in this game, and that's because of the fact that they have been developing an actual separate game for the past few years. So they've announced or asked anybody that wants to be testers for it. While a lot of people have said, oh, you know, it could have been part of Hogwarts Legacy, and it apparently seems like Troy Levitt, who was the lead for this game to begin with, lobbied for it to be a part of it. Thanks to his resignation, I don't know whether it was a forced resignation or not, it was not to happen. But I will say, while a lot of people are more than pleased that they're going to have a Quidditch game, and that some have said that it should have been part of this game, Hogwarts Legacy, I'm not a fan of Quidditch. and I think what they're doing is the right thing to let people have a choice of whether they want to buy the game or not. It will still be popular irrespective for all those that want to buy it. But as I say, I'd rather not have it. And it also will be a multiplayer game as well.
Thank you for your help.
It seems that they didn't really want this one to be multiplayer anyway. So I think their thoughts is that it would be better to have it as a separate game. And it's actually being done by a different developer as well. One that, from what I understand,
What do you suppose
actually has some expertise.
Vault 12 indicates
Well, with
I am to
multiplayer,
grant
that is,
access to
anyway.
the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
I love the fact that my character started walking in before I was allowed to.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
It's a great shame we don't get to keep this outfit as part of our outfit thing, because it would be nice to have had something that we could have worn outside of
Revelio.
Hogwarts, at least. I mean, I know we do get other appearances or ensembles, as they like to call them, but
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue?
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
it's quite clever the way they've got this done this so that you learn some of the basic spells to start with. Oh, why is my character hidden?
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Protect!
No, don't lost at them. Didn't count that because he interrupted it. So that bit where he goes sort of like skis backwards and he does this potato, that should have been what I should have seen in my first playthrough.
Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go?
Where the money is first.
The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Right, I don't know if there's going to be another one here because
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
no, oh, no, I'm not going to. Oh, there it is. I was going to say I know there was one
That's
near.
where they're leading me. That glow again. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time.
Oh, I was going to say there's only two.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Potato! Stupid!
Right, I think it's a bit late to tell you about how to use Potato after you've learned it in the previous battle. Right, okay, any more for the taking? No,
Lumos.
I think that's all it. Right, if you want to get that money, or galleons, then you can get it after you've actually done that battle. Actually, there was some coins here before
Revelio.
so as I said earlier on, because we've had some family things happening, I don't know whether or not I'll be doing the playthrough for my mother's one at this point, because we've not discussed it, because we didn't think it appropriate, but obviously I'll keep it there until we do discuss it. Ooh, looks like a little butterfly on there.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
So that was ever going to work.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have...
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
So you've got to bear in mind there that he's using magic that was taken on people's human emotions. I saw a thing the other day where somebody said that the keepers were completely wrong and Isadora was correct, but I don't agree with that.
I know a way out.
think in a way this is the story mode of this is trying to give you there's a moral to it, basically.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
But it's doing it
I've never
subtly,
seen so
if you get what I
powerful a
mean.
goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
It's a shame they never let us go back to this point to see if that's still there. I just suppose there's nothing to stop us from going ourselves. Right, so this time round we'll be getting...
Good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
One thing I've noticed with this, it doesn't come across as bad as he's been portrayed in this. I mean, he sounds just like a grouchy great uncle I used to know.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Right, so I am linked to the Wizarding World,
aren't you?
but
You come here with preferences and preconceptions, certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. class. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Right, obviously I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to go with Hufflepuff.
And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Better be Hufflepuff!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Right. So we're about to get maybe a little bit of a more look at the Hufflepuff common room. Okay, so
Looks
again,
everyone's
like
gone. Better head to the common room.
Gryffindor and Slytherin, the beds are all in a circle, unlike Ravenclaw's common room. I would kind of liked, because the Gryffindors, they actually have a bed where they have curtains up that when they closed can stop, if you snore, can actually block that out. Wow, I can see why a lot of other people have said this is very much like Hobbiton or the Shire-ish from the Lord of the Rings. Right, so this is, we get to meet Leonora Everly here.
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Okay, what on earth was that? Oh.
Arthur's got you. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Actually quite jolly when he actually speaks to you.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Thank you.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
See, this is what I don't get. When you go into the Slytherin house, you actually speak to Sebastian Sallow. But when you go into both Gryffindor and Hufflepuff, you don't actually speak to either Poppy or Natsai.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, Joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
I don't understand when they've got a field guide just by the barrels there. She doesn't get you to do it there.
And educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Look.
I certainly would have appreciated something.
Oh, they don't allow it. Wow.
When I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
I don't know if she went quiet then because I just...
Clever, isn't it?
Oh,
Keep your eyes
she's
open
carrying
for
on.
more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. So that's the Great Hall. Shows you where Hufflepuff common room is.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I'm glad there's a Slytherin in charge.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Right, so,
Revelio.
basically, I've actually forgotten what I was going to say, to be honest, but, I'm sure it will come to me in a minute. I've just literally forgotten what I was going to say. Right, so because I've got all this linked to both the Warner Brother website and that, well, I still get the Merlin cloak from the drop and all that. As you can see, instead of getting the Ravenclaw, which is my actual house, it links me to which is linked to my Wizarding World. They just changed it for the Hufflepuff one, so it's good to see that they've given you the option as part of the Platinum Trophy. You have to do all 4 houses. They give you the actual cloak for each house. Right, let's talk to Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Right, let's
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, Focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Right, okay. So what I might do is what I did possibly with the Slytherin is to get to the point where we get the wand and everything like that. But then I'm just going to go and see if I can activate his blue flame. Yeah, and then just basically perhaps do everything up to the point where we get to the jackdaw thing.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. The summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Excellent control there. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them towards you. Very good.
I couldn't see where what I was doing because he was in the way.
That's it.
Right, so I just had a message from my mum to say she likes the photos of her Gryffindor character.
Without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right, so as I've had some update on what's going on in the family thing, I can play a little bit longer, I think.
There we go.
Accio.
Oh, sorry, Nat, sorry. Oh, I think I just walked through it then.
That is how it's done. Well done. Watch this.
Oh, I thought she was going to go knock my one off for a minute then.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. There we go.
Accio.
Splendid!
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Well, this is going to be a good idea. Oh, no, did work.
Quite impressive.
All I've got to hope is that she doesn't get another 50.
Here we go.
Nope, okay. Well, this just made this difficult.
That's it! Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Right. You can.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Right. Just quickly talk to Samantha Dale.
You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Right, just bear with me. I will be right back. I'm just going to go for a quick bathroom break. Right, I do apologise for that. I just had to go and do a quick update on to my dad as well. So I do apologise. I think I'm going to leave that notes hidden for now. In fact, I don't even know why I put them on. I'm probably going to just sell them anyway. I don't think this is the right thing to wear. Anyway, for the moment, let's just get to the other class. Luckily, it's not too far. Oop.
Is that all you've got?
Yeah.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878, no doubt. You may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Oh.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Reflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Levioso!
Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. Protego! Stupid Protego. Complicates things. Levioso. Good form. I know.
Right, I think I'm going to break his, so...
Stupid class, I hope you were paying attention. Levioso. That is how you cast Levioso.
Lucky. Nothing lucky about it.
Oh.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
smug
put
face
you on
we
the
got.
spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned? Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Right, okay, so I might just go and do the first bit of that quickly.
Revelio.
Right, I know there's one up here. Right, so now we just got to go and speak to Professor Weasley.
That youngun's now a teacher herself. It's a wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'll go with Natty
I'd like
this
to go
time.
with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Right, I was going to go and do cross wands first. Can I just do that, or is this going to...
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
I will come back to Professor Ronan. So I think the whole thing with Luke and Brattleby was to get you started on the side quests.
Revelio.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could actually a bowl and I could plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the leak.
Glad you could make it. Leviosa, just over there.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Leviosa! Potato! Come on!
Expulso!
Leviosa! Stupefy!
to duel. Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Right, so now that I've done that, so it doesn't say anything more, so we can go back to this quickly. So the Transfiguration Courtyard.
There you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Right.
Accio! Oh. This is the right area. Got it. Leviosa!
Oh, actually, I just realised there's one behind him as well, isn't there? Oh, I can get that.
The flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Can't get that yet.
Revelio.
Hello, looking for me?
Yep, I'll be with you in just a second. Let me just change the outfit. Right, so those are the ones I not going to bother with. That I'm probably just going to sell straight away. I'll probably run around for those other bits after this stream. Right, let's get to Hogsmeade.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to... the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes. I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
Glad to hear
I
it.
cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it.
Wow, that's wrong. I think maybe she
Hogsmeade
should
is
have been allowed to
beautiful
have
this
had
time
her
of
own
year. Everyone will tell
choices.
you to visit at Christmas, but that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow.
Well, I mean,
Oh, wait,
Africa's
over
a
here.
big difference.
I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making. Look, from the Forbidden Forest, hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Well, to a degree, you're not wrong.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland. But it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too.
I'd probably say though.
He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A Debbie, guys. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Letty. Thank you.
I actually got it at long last.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The 3 Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not
Revelio.
Shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished.
Right, so I know they tend.
I will see you soon.
I know that they bring you here to actively encourage you to start at Ollivanders, because I think everybody, they kind of expect it, but I'm going to do it in reverse this time round. So I'm going to go to Ollivanders last.
An inquiring mind.
Revelio.
Don't worry, I am going to change that. I don't think that's particularly a good idea. There we go, let's wear that. Oh, actually, there was some stuff I had to collect in here quickly as well. I think it's a situation where you should just put a hat on when you're outside of not wearing a uniform.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here. Thomas Brown, I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
I will do when I've got more money, but for the moment you're too expensive.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos.
Actually, you know what? Let's just go in.
Revelio. Revelio.
Sure if that's meant to be some kind of... No, I'm not even going to save what I was thinking then.
Lumos.
I love the way they actually watch you as you go by. Right, so now I do believe J. Pippins and Sons is just up here. Oh.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
So refined in his green outfit, but I'd love to know who he's talking to. Oh, I don't know why I did that.
Revelio.
Oh. I need to go back down again because he's down here, isn't he? Right, hold on a minute, where is he? Oh, I'm nowhere near him. Oh, I actually did go past him. Well, actually, before I go, let's just activate this blue flame.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Hello, I will talk to you in just a moment. Aha. I'll actually go into appearance so and oh, I don't actually have that. Okay. I kind of prefer that, so I think I'm gonna... Oh, no. Right, let's talk to Miss Pippin here.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, actually, I don't know why I need to do that. I know where the magic neep is. So that's one of the rare occasions you get to see the true Easter eggs of the Weasley twins.
Well, hello there.
Hello. Give me just a moment. In case you're wondering, in Gryffindor 1, if you have watched it, this is where they have the Death Day party.
Revelio. Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you, then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts is a 5th year.
You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo! Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Yeah, you're like the others, you're a bit expensive for the moment. Oh.
Revelio. Lumos.
I noticed that unlike you, like your first playthrough, she doesn't say anything when you first go in. Right, so it's amazing that so far we've not had any well, I need to go around this way, don't I? Oh. Guess that's too far away.
Lumos. Lumos.
It's a shame they don't tell you much more than just collecting them. They're just busting all this stuff up. Whoa! Maybe I should be a bit more careful. There's only one difference between that, really. Oh, I did actually get that outfit. I think for the moment I'm just going to stick with this.
Tales of Lumos.
I know where the that butterfly is, but there's a field guide up there I want to get.
Lumos.
Right, so we're back at the point now where we're at Ollivander's. Just go in here, grab this quickly.
Revelio.
Right.
Revelio.
Oh, it's because it's in here, isn't it? You don't actually mean to do that. But might as well have a bit of fun while we're here.
Revelio.
Oh, that's right, it's over here, isn't it? Right, let's see what it's supposed to live today. Oh, just the firework. Right. Should never really tell a student to
Revelio.
hope there's they give you the option to actually send owls.
Revelio.
Okay, just walk straight through me, mister. Right, we kind of went off of
Revelio.
what I'll probably do, go out the back way for this one and go back down to Ollivander's.
Revelio.
Now I know there is a shop. Oh, this is the Hogs. Yeah, but there's a shop. And that has 3 doors, which I do show you in my original playthrough. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to I'm not feeling there's something else apart from going. Let's go to Ollivander's then.
Blooming beard, not again.
He doesn't probably realise who it is when he says that.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new 5th-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh goodness. Looks like it's to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Right, so I think...
How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Curious
Sometimes I
indeed.
do actually like this because it's almost similar to the Elder Wand.
How intriguing. Curious indeed.
Yeah, let's go with that one. Leave that as it is. Leave that as it is.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Right, let's go and find Natty
that's
then.
everything. Better go and find Natty.
It's up this way, isn't it?
Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to let him down!
Protect! Stupefy!
Defend!
was trying to beat him at his own game.
I like it. Do more of it.
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way.
Good work with that. Gotta get a quick photo of that.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a
Sounds
blur,
like
to be
she's
honest.
talking down to you, as though, you know,
Are you all right?
you shouldn't know as much magic as you should do.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Oh, I forgot his thingy. I'll do that. Get that in a minute.
Repairer.
I will see what he wants.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Revelio. Repairer. Good as new. Revelio. Repairer.
I don't know if it's just me, but the repair seems to be a bit slow to react.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Hill, but I can't accept robes that I didn't pay for.
Nonsense! I insist! Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Well, actually, it's ironically better robe by the looks of it. Right, so let's see all the ones I've got quickly.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer. Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful. Just down this way then.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Okay.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
One thing I'm noticing about this story, it seems to be more one-sided towards Ranrock.
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. You have to deal with. How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
One thing I just want to check quickly before we go out. So this is portrait is where that Ferdinand Pratt or whatever his name is likes to tell on students. I'm surprised he didn't tell anything to Professor Black, to be honest. What happened on this particular day.
I am certainly glad Sirona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
Right, I believe it's the south wing. No. Oh no, it's the Great Hall, isn't it? Hufflepuff Common Room. Oh, it's actually nice to wake up and find somebody in the room with me. First time that's happened. So that's the only thing about things that are made out of wood. Tend to creak a lot. Right, come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
Right, well we will do that, but for the moment I'm going to end this stream now, and I think tomorrow, hopefully all being well, I will try and finish off the last part of it. Probably get some of the things and bits and pieces out of the way beforehand, but if all goes well tomorrow I should complete the Platinum Trophy tomorrow. So I think for now I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please completely depulso that subscribe button, and also the like button if you'd like to, which also helps the algorithm of the channel to get out there to other people. And also, if you're inclined to, the notifications bells, which lets you know when I've uploaded a new video or I'm going live. And of course, these days the YouTube notifications are optional as to what you have. I don't know if that is specific to worldwide or just specific to certain areas, so please bear that in mind. But again, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you doing so, and I will see you all in the next Hogwarts Legacy in my road to getting the Platinum Trophy soon. Goodbye for now, and happy gaming.